Hi, Green Lake Dragons. It's Anna, your vocal music teacher. How are you? I hope everyone's doing well, and I miss you a lot, and I'm excited to do some more singing with you. Let's begin by just getting the body comfortable. I like to kind of roll out my shoulders, relax, and kind of wiggle the head and the neck. And now we'll begin to focus on the breath. Just take a few breaths on your own time. You don't need to worry about making the body expand and contract at all. Just start to focus on the breath. Let's use our nose for our inhalations and exhalations. And now let's begin working on the singing breath, where we want the body, the chest and the stomach in particular, to expand, to get bigger when we breathe in, when we inhale. And then exhale, we contract. Inhale. Exhale. See if you can make your inhalations and exhalations longer. And I don't mean breathe in really deep and quick and then hold it. That's great too. But try to make the breath, as you breathe in, make it really long. Ready? Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Another way of thinking about that, making the breaths long, is you could think about making them slow. So we're breathing in a little bit over a long period of time, right? So we're breathing in slow, 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 exhaling out slow, 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 rather than all at once. Let's try it again. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to skip the M&M's warm-up today, but you can keep giving me your suggestions because they're so much fun. Today we're going to go back to our Play-Doh person warm-up, which has been a request. I'm so glad you like it. So here's where we make lots of fun sound effects and use some gestures with our hands. So first, let's just pretend that we have some Play-Doh, and we want to get it warm so we can make a person with it. So let's warm it up between our hands. Faster. It's a nice way to create some heat in the body too. Faster, faster, faster. So warm. Okay, our Play-Doh is definitely warmed up and we can sculpt with it now. So make yourself a little person. You can think of a name for your person. You can give them an identity, a personality. You can think about what kind of clothes they wear, what kind of hair they have, what kind of gender your person is, a she, a they, a him, so many possibilities. Okay, we've made our person and their body parts, and now we're going to take one big, deep inhale and blow our air into that pretend person to wake them up. Here we go. Inhale and exhale. Breathe some life into them. Our Play-Doh person is standing up. Play-Doh person goes for a walk. Do 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 do. Play-Doh person walks to a skyscraper and pushes the button for the elevator. Ding! The doors open. Play-Doh person walks on. Do 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 do. The doors shut. The elevator goes up to the very, very top floor, all the way to the roof. We're going to use our voice to go up high. So take a big inhale. Ready? Here's our elevator. Ding! The doors open. And Play-Doh person walks off. Do, 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 do. The doors shut. Play-Doh person walks out onto the roof. Do, 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 do. Puts on a parachute. Kind of like putting on a backpack. Zip it up. Zip. And a parachute creates a way for someone to jump, usually from an airplane, out into the sky and safely make their way back to the land. So the Play-Doh person is safe, don't you worry. They've got their parachute on, and they're gonna walk all the way to the edge of the roof, do, 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 and get ready to jump down. First, we'll take a big breath in before we make our sound. Going down, here we go. The Play-Doh person says, wee, wee! Hooray! All right, hopefully your voice is nice and warmed up now. Have you noticed that a lot of the songs we've been singing come from Black artists? Well, one thing we haven't talked about yet is the history of American music and the history of Black American music. All styles of music that come from America have been influenced by Black music. Every style you can think of that's from the United States, that started in the United States, like blues, jazz, hip hop, rock and roll, pop, all of those types of music have their roots in Black music. And that all started with the enslaved African people that were brought over in ships from Africa to the Caribbean and the United States. Now, enslaved Africans were forced onto these ships from many different countries around Africa. So most of them couldn't communicate with each other because they spoke different languages. One way that music was used was that Africans would sing songs from their hometowns and their countries while they were in these ships, and once they arrived to the United States and began working in fields. They sang these songs from their countries in the hopes that there would be another enslaved African from the same place who would recognize that song. Maybe a friend or a relative, or maybe somebody heard the song and knew somebody that knew that song. Anyways, these songs that were sung are something that we now know as spirituals. And they were sung in the fields while enslaved Black people were working. There was also a very important instrument that has its roots in Black music and influenced all these other styles of music yet to come. And that instrument was the banjo. Have you ever seen a banjo before? Do any of you have a banjo at your house? I'll include a picture of a banjo in this activity so you can see what it looks like. It's a stringed instrument. And of course, enslaved people couldn't bring anything with them on the ships, so they did not bring banjos from Africa. But many of them made instruments once they arrived in the United States that were similar to instruments they played in Africa. And that's how the banjo started. The banjo influenced ragtime and blues and then jazz, and then rock and roll started. We got hip hop next. Anyways, this history is so important. So African music and Black music has influenced all the different styles of music that were created in the United States. Well, let's get back to a great song we've been singing by a Black artist named Johnny Nash. We're going to sing one more time, I Can See Clearly Now. I'm going to move over to the piano. And if you're feeling like singing today, if you'd like to join me, don't forget to position your body so that your back is nice and tall. That gives your lungs a lot of space to get bigger and fill up with air to make us strong singers. So sit or stand nice and tall. Don't forget to take big breaths. And here we go. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, and sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, and sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is the rainbow I've been waiting for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright and sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Two more times, that part. Gonna be a bright and sunshiny feeling does that song give you? You might be able to see the mood meter right here next to the piano. What kind of mood is this song? Another thing that can be said about the history of music that has come from Black culture, from Black Americans, is that a lot of the music with words anyways, the songs, a lot of the words and the lyrics have messages of hope. Even back in those spirituals that enslaved Africans were singing, they were acknowledging the terrible things that were happening to them, the pain and the suffering, but there was also always a message of hope as well. And you might be able to make connections to other songs that you know by Black artists. Can you think of any? Well, that's it for this week. Thank you for the music. Keep on singing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, for those of you who have been having trouble accessing the YouTube videos to the music videos in my Seesaw activities, fear not, because I finally figured it out. So now when you click on the music videos, not my video lessons, but the other music videos that are in the activity, they don't lead you to YouTube. So now you can watch them without going to YouTube. Hooray! So this week you will get to see Johnny Nash sing the song that he wrote. Okay, everybody, happy singing. See you next time. Bye.